I know
Welcome
you're
to
talking about
Cloudy with
me.
a Chance of Learning. Bill Taylor here in the Kens 5 Digital Center. Hope Roth live at the San Antonio Zoo. Happy Friday, Hope.
Happy Friday, Bill Taylor. How are y'all?
Doing great. Thank you for your patience. We're getting the signal just right because we wanted this to be clean and looking fantastic, which you do. And your patience tested a little bit more than ours because you're out in the heat. It's feeling like 92 out there, but I see some nice shade behind you.
It is a hot one out here for sure. We found a nice little shady spot so we can tell you what we've got going on here at the zoo.
But first, tell us about you, Hope Roth. I've known you for years in San Antonio, a good friend. How long you been at the zoo now? And tell me how excited you are about how great and vibrant this San Antonio Zoo really is.
You know, I have to tell you, we have known each other a really long time, and you have always been such a dear partner to all nonprofit organizations. And it is such a joy to be at the zoo. I have been in the for-profit world, in the marketing and advertising arena for many, many, many years. This job was the perfect opportunity to blend my two loves. I absolutely love working in the nonprofit world, but I also like advertising and marketing and giving people an unforgettable experience. So I've been here almost 2 years now, and it has just been something I learn every day, which not many people can say that.
We really noticed there's something fresh, new, and vibrant about the San Antonio Zoo right now. I mean, despite the current situation, but tell us about the energy that you guys are exploding out of downtown.
Absolutely. So, like I was saying, the zoo has been around for 106 years.
Wow.
They have made it through world wars, and they will make it through this pandemic too. And when you come to work, it's such a different experience because you look around and you see the smiles on all of the zoo crew faces. You see the animals that thrive here and live here, and you know that you're doing something bigger. You know that you're helping secure a future for wildlife, which, especially in today's environment, you want to know that what you're doing makes a difference. And I've been so blessed to be able to be a part of this team and this culture. Literally every morning, people are excited to come to work. And what a beautiful place to come to work. If you're having a bad day at the zoo, something's wrong.
That's perfect. Yeah, I love what you're doing for wildlife. And then to be in the business of creating experiences has to bring your heart joy every day.
Yes, so we have so many experiences here at the zoo. A couple of my favorite animal interactions is you can actually get up eye level and feed a giraffe. So if you haven't had the opportunity to do that, that is a majestic experience. And those giraffes are like 17, 18 feet tall. So it's very, very humbling to realize I'm not the top of the food chain here. You could take a walk over to the lions, and it's pretty amazing. The other thing that we just opened right before spring break, and it's open now again, is our Kangaroo Crossing. So we
Oh,
have a bunch of kangaroos, and you actually get into the habitat with them, and you can pet them, you can get your picture taken, you can take a selfie with them, with a
wow.
kangaroo. It is the neatest thing.
Well, I know that the history of the San Antonio Zoo is so rich, and one of the things that's always mentioned is one of the first cage-free exhibits and zoos in the United
Absolutely.
States. What does that mean?
So behind me, and I'm going to turn here so you can kind of get an idea. If you see behind me, that is one of the very first cage-free exhibits that existed in North America. And this is our bear exhibit, our habitat, if you will. And it used to be where you had these big cages, and it just wasn't like their natural habitat. And they've done such an amazing job. I mean, they were frontiers, and they were able to create this cageless habitats, which really allows the animals a much better living environment, but also for us coming to spend some time with the animals, to not have that cage in front of you makes all the difference.
And being one of the first in the country, I bet a lot of other zoos around the nation kind of leaned into your idea to see how it was working.
Yes, yes. And actually, San Antonio Zoo, even during this pandemic, has been an industry leader And we derived the idea of the drive-through zoo, using what we had, giving a safe and warm, welcoming environment for people to still come and be able to take part in what we've got here at the zoo and have a good time with your family. It was amazing. We've had many copycatters, and we welcome that because we want everybody to be able to survive this time.
It's the most sincere form of flattery, isn't it?
Yes, that's what they say.
Right? So tell us about Wild Connections. This is something that's new to the zoo and another, again, way to create an experience for San Antonians.
Absolutely. So, on top of all of our thousands and thousands of animals that you can see and enjoy, we opened at the end of May. It is a complete just experience, and we have all of these Lego sculptures, like the one that I have behind me right here.
I
These
know a lot of people
pandas.
probably wondering, like, the pandas aren't moving.
Exactly, exactly. The impressive thing about this is it took over 400 hours to create this sculpture. And it's over
What?
50,000 Lego bricks just for this one sculpture alone.
Wow.
It
And
is. It's amazing. And the artist's name is Kinney, and he is from the Northeast, and he has created this exhibit. And there are over 3 million Legos currently at the San Antonio Zoo, and over 30 sculptures throughout the zoo.
so it's an experience all spread out in between different areas. So you'll see them at different spots all along your day and journey at the zoo.
Yes, and I will tell you, it is amazing to see the artwork and what has gone into these. So if you can see behind me here, we see the backside of some giant polar bears, and these are
Wow.
life-size
Yeah.
sculptures of Lego creations.
You know, now you're too young to remember, but I was a Lincoln Log kid. When I was little, Legos weren't really out yet. What is the craze of the Lego? This seems like such a huge resurgence with Legoland, and we've got it downtown as well here in the city. What is the fascination with Legos?
You know, I think you're never too old to enjoy a good Lego. You know, the opportunity and the ability to create something and build something, you get to use a part of your brain that maybe we don't get to use all of the time. And once you have that satisfaction of creating something, it really, really, really is a neat experience. Legos are just, they're timeless. I think they're going to be around forever. Legos will probably be here when we're not.
Right? That you mentioned the artist that did the panda exhibit. Is the same artist responsible for the polar bears and some of the others?
Yes, his name is Kinney, and this exhibition of his is called Nature Connects. And we brought that in with some other elements and created wild connections, and it will be here all summer long.
So this is something that you could even take a picture of, and some kids and Lego enthusiasts can try to maybe even recreate, because again, these are sculptures. I mean, this is artwork, and they have to come in with such an exact science of where, you know, it's almost like pieces of a puzzle, I guess.
Absolutely. And I will tell you, I would not want to be the parent who has to buy over 50,000 Legos so that my kiddo can try to recreate this. So we do have some smaller sculptures. Don't worry. Come
Right.
by and take a look at the Roadrunner.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, see, and that's what's neat too, is I bet like someone had just commented, like, I'm wondering if the pandas are going to move. How many people think it's real at first and then they're caught off guard and like, wait, those are Legos.
You know, there are some very strategically placed sculptures, Bill. And I will be honest with you, I was walking down the pathway and the woodpecker is attached to a tree. And if you didn't know it was Legos, it is so lifelike that you literally would think that there was a giant woodpecker right there. But it is completely made out of Legos. It's so neat.
That's so cool. Hey, you know what I just thought of? One of the many new incredible things that the San Antonio Zoo has done. Tell us a story about the Christmas lights and how that came to be. I know that you reached out to an expert in music and Christmas light displays, and now the San Antonio Zoo gives you a Christmas experience you've got to see to believe.
So is getting a little loud. But what I think you were talking about is we actually, on Saturday night, we are going to have our Jungle Boogie Nights returning. And that's a fun family event. It starts tomorrow night, as a matter of fact, and the zoo's open late until 8 p.m. And what that allows is for the temperature, hopefully, to go down. You need to help us with that. We need to get the temperature down a little bit and have everybody come out and enjoy. And it is a fun evening. We have music, we have DJs with social distancing dance areas for the kids. Cowboy will be out doing his dance party. And we're also going to be able to see animals all at the same time until 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
That's really cool. And it's called the Jungle Boogie, like the old 70s disco.
You got it. It's Jungle Boogie Nights. And
I love it.
It really is so fun. And you can come and get some boogie bites.
Oh, some boogie bites, right? I could try to cool it off. Tomorrow's going to be a hot one for the 4th. And at 8 o'clock, you know, like 7, 8 o'clock temperatures will still be in the 90s. So make sure everybody's hydrating and staying safe. One of the things, too, I was mentioning the Christmas light display that you guys have just knocked the doors off of. And the music and lighting gives people a Christmas experience they've got to see to believe. It's amazing.
Yeah, Zoo Lights is one of my favorite events that we have here at the zoo. And just like you're talking about these sculptures, and I have some new ones behind me here. And these sculptures, can you see that butterfly in the background? That's made completely out of Legos.
Look at that, is amazing.
And that monarch butterfly took over 300 hours to create and over 60,000 Legos. It's just amazing, amazing.
That is truly
but just
amazing.
It is. Just like you can see these animals and different things in Legos, we do that in lights for Zoo Lights. And so you can just walk through, have a little hot chocolate, be with your family, and it's awe-inspiring. Roast a couple s'mores in our s'mores roasting area. It's fabulous.
S'mores roasting area. That's awesome. All right, so, you know, from this view, I mean, it's hard to believe that those are individual Lego blocks. Once they're all connected, is there anything like maybe almost an acrylic or a glue that's, you know, painted over it to make sure it holds together in the elements?
You know, I don't pretend to know how he did it. And if we knew, we'd probably also do this, because spending your day putting together a giant Lego sculpture has to be pretty fun.
Right? And that tree is Lego as well, that the ladybug is on?
Yes, so the ladybug, if you look down here, you can even see down to the little ant crawling.
Yeah.
All Legos.
That is so cool. That is just incredible. Now, how long is Wild Connections going to be a part of the San Antonio Zoo experience?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, and you brought up Zoo Lights. So you must have heard a rumor. We are able to extend Wild Connections this year, and we're going to have it all the way through the end of the year. Awesome. And we are going to be able to incorporate them. Can imagine what that's going to look like with our Zoo Lights event.
That's going to be incredible. Now, tell us about 4th of July weekend. I know you mentioned drive-through experiences. Is that still something you're looking at and able to do right now?
Yeah, so we actually have some more of what the animal interactions, opportunities for you to come out, very affordable too. So I know a lot of times you're thinking, gee, that sounds like a lot of fun, but I can't break the bank, especially the way things are now. We have a product, an offering, if you will, an experience to feed flamingos. Ooh. And the ticket is $3, and you get to put a cup of flamingo food, and they eat it literally out of your hand.
What? That's cool. That's only $3. That's not that bad at all.
Super, super cool. That's another great experience that you could come and take part in. So tomorrow night, like you said, it's going to be hot. You can come, walk around the zoo, have some refreshing drinks, and we do have adult beverages too. So the parents are going to have just as much fun as the kiddos do. And then when you're done, you can watch some fireworks on Kens.com.
Exactly, exactly. Now, the other part too, Hope, every dollar spent, and if we all keep in mind that the San Antonio Zoo is a nonprofit, so we're giving to a cause. It's not just a price for you guys to make money out there. I mean, you've got a wonderful team, you've got incredible animals, and you're doing incredible work for wildlife preservation.
You have no idea how selfless and amazing the zoo crew is. I am awe-inspired every day by the work that they do. Even with everything that's going around, they would never for a minute not think about protecting and being here for the animals. And to your point, we are a nonprofit. A lot of people don't realize most zoos are funded by the city. Our zoo relies 100% on our ticket sales, donations, and grants. So we are not funded. We don't receive the big checks from the city like some of the other cities do. So it's so important that our community comes out and supports us, but we want to give them that experience. Buy that ticket, and then we are going to give you in return a memory that will last a lifetime.
And one of the best and efficient ways to do that is to become a zoo member. Tell us about zoo membership and how you can be part of this experience as a, contributor on a consistent basis.
Yes, actually, there's so many ways you could support the zoo. A lot of people are like, I don't want to just write a check, right? I don't just want to send money and not know where it goes. So we have fixed that. If you go to our website, you can actually choose to adopt an animal. You could actually choose to adopt an animal keeper. And we have a little bio about the person. It gives you a history and some of their experiences. So you really are knowing where your money goes, and you're making that connection, and you feel like you're a part of our family. And that's what we want. We really want people to feel like they are joining the zoo family.
That's a great idea. I mean, and again, you have wonderful shaded areas all across the zoo grounds, so it's a nice cool respite in this afternoon heat. Right now it feels like 92, but that's not too bad when you're in the shade, Hope Roth. So it's a really great experience, and we really are so proud of our San Antonio Zoo.
I gotta tell you, I too am every day so proud to be a part of this team. When we had to close down March 14th, I think that the people, I shouldn't say the people, the financial demand. When we opened back up with the drive-through zoo and we were headed through the zoo, the animals were putting on a show for us. They really, really thrive on the guests coming out. And we also offer a ton of virtual experiences online too. So you have your Cloudy with a Chance of Learning. We have some virtual offerings too where you can learn about the animals, and you can also do like what we're doing, but do it with an animal and an animal care specialist who knows a lot more than I do, and they can answer your question on an animal that you're interested in. So we're really bringing the zoo to you as well. So lots of ways to meet you where you are and be able to bring you into part of our family.
Well, lastly, before I let you go, I got to brag because you not only are letting San Antonio and South Texas know, but you received great national recognition for the drive-through exhibit. And then I also saw the story go national when the foster animals, the dogs and cats, came in to meet some of their cousins this week.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
That was really cool, too. So, Hope Roth, thank you so much for joining us today. Go get some good, refreshing, ice-cold water. Stay safe. Happy 4th of July to you and your team out there at the zoo.
Thank you guys so much for having us. Please, we hope to see you again soon.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Take care.
Bye.
Fantastic. That was really awesome. That is our San Antonio Zoo. We can be so proud of the work they're doing down there. If you have not had a chance, and I know that the current situation is probably holding some of you back, get on down there because this would be a great weekend. Even though it is going to be very sunny and very warm, you've got a lot of shade at the San Antonio Zoo. So many well-grown trees that can definitely keep you a few degrees cooler. Because here's the deal. We've got it feels like right now at 92. Now the temperature's in the 80s. Despite all the sunshine, the help that we're getting today is that the dew point has come down a few degrees. We're not in the 70-degree dew point numbers. Instead, right now, with that hazy sun, it's at 67. So even though it's only a few notches shy of 70, those few notches make a huge difference, right? So 89 degrees, 48% humidity. I know a lot of times you're outside, and I've heard it too often. Oh, it's like 95 degrees and 95% humidity, or, you know, it was 100 degrees and 100% humidity. That's actually impossible, you know, because if the temperature is 89, for 100% humidity, we'd have to have a dew point of 89. Remember, those numbers have to match to have the air saturate, which that's what that means when you have 100% humidity. So 48% humidity doesn't sound that bad when you look at 48%. But remember, that's why we call it relative humidity. It's relative to the air temperature, the dew point temperature, and that's why we always include this with current conditions. The dew point is really the number you want to watch, because if we cool to 67, which again, we're at 89, then we would have 100% humidity. Now, as we work our way through the afternoon, please make sure you're hydrating, because again, even though it's only 92 now, we're going to start getting those triple-digit readings in San Antonio and the metro on what your body thinks the temperature is, the feels like number, the stress and the condition on your body definitely changes in that kind of heat. And the dew points are not letting up over this holiday weekend. Watch as we expect them to stay in the upper 60s minimum, and then low 70s for just about all of next week. We got a very hot week coming. But here's the solace of next week. High pressure. I'm going to show you the upper level winds real quick. And the good news is that you see the center of the high over El Paso? See that red contoured circle? That's the center of the high, which we expect to slide just a bit to the west. And with that, maybe we open the door by Monday and Tuesday for about a 20 to 30% chance of isolated showers. Not a whopper of a chance, but right now, we take anything we can get. So that's why the 7-day forecast will show you that this weekend is hot and dry, but we do have a chance beginning Monday of an isolated shower. 20 or 30% maybe into Wednesday, and temperatures will get a little bit closer to seasonal average after spending the weekend at 100 degrees. We've yet to hit 100 this 2020. I don't think we'll do it today, but I definitely think it's going to be close on both Saturday and Sunday. It'll certainly feel like it. All right, the bigger story is the Saharan Dust, and this is a current picture of where the dust is thickest, and it really has moved a little bit farther east and southeast. So notice that you see the thicker plume over East Texas, but a little bit more pushing in for Saturday. So we're certainly not done after today. Saturday looks to be another day of decent dust coverage before we really thin out on Sunday and Monday. That's the forecast model right there, keeping a pool of dust in the Gulf of Mexico. So we're not completely done, but we do see an improving picture as we get into Sunday especially. So what we keep an eye on is the live air quality monitor, what we're looking at as far as the safe condition of our air for breathing, and right now we're at moderate in San Antonio. As we get into daytime heating, high pressure is well in control. There's not a cloud out there today, so the high is pretty strong today. And a little bit more dust is rolling in this afternoon and tomorrow. This could definitely deteriorate. You can see Lake Charles, Louisiana is the only spot on the map with an unhealthy reading right now. Even Houston's at moderate. They were unhealthy red yesterday afternoon. So we'll watch this as we get into the daytime heating hours. I mean, it's only 1:45 now. So we could see some changes on our air quality for sure. Let me make sure I don't have any questions waiting for me out here. Adam, what's up? Coach V is watching. Good to see you, brother. We've got Stephen Brokaw. Any relation to Tom? That was like my idol of an anchor when I was growing up. Big Tom Brokaw fan. Be sure to catch the beginning of the video. Okay, well, that's going to wrap things up on Cloudy with a Chance of Learning. Hope you enjoyed our field trip to the zoo. Hope Roth mentioned the Giraffe Exhibit where you can feed the giraffes. Go to our Ken's 5 YouTube, and you'll see that giraffe experience we had last Friday. 1 week ago today, we were out at the zoo with the giraffes. It was fantastic. And we talked all about them for a good 30 minutes. Everything you ever wanted to know about a giraffe. And they are amazing animals. And there's a lot more. We're going to try to schedule these every Friday with our trips to the San Antonio Zoo because we love them, we support them, and remember, they're a nonprofit right here in San Antonio. So do what you can to help them out. It'll make you feel good. If you love animals like I do, then you'll definitely feel good about the money you spend at our San Antonio Zoo. Andrew Wilson, behind the scenes. Got to thank my brother in meteorology right here to my left. Thank you so much, my man, for all the help today. We did get a late start because we were wanting to get that perfect signal of both audio and video for you on that zoo experience. But until first at 4, we'll see you right here on Ken's 5. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Thanks for watching.